morning, everyone. Hope you can hear me. I kind of stuck the camera behind a tree in hopes that the wind won't drown out my voice. But anyhow, yesterday morning, the beginning of my video got all messed up because I was in such a hurry. There were so many people around. But I did fix the 52. And what I did is I put used parts on there. I put a used regulator on there. That's what happens when you have friends that are in the lawn care business and have old lawnmowers. You talk to them, ask them if they got one, they have one, you make it work. So, 1-year-old lawnmower with 10-year-old parts on it. That's pretty good. So, anyhow, today it's supposed to be low 70s. And as you can tell, it's going to be pretty breezy. Wind coming off the lake, so that's why it's got everything all cooled down. So we have, I think, about 10 lawns to do today, because there's a whole bunch of them I already checked off that we can't do, and there'll probably be a few more that we're not going to be able to do just because we have not had enough rain to keep everything green. So let's get the trailer loaded up and let's get started. Well, you've seen this yard before. You haven't seen her since the spring, but we're going to set you up and start cutting this yard here. Also wanted to point out that's how good that mower is running. That's what happens when you got a bad coil. This yard's all done. As you can see, it's burning up really good over here. That's where the drain field's at, so it drains really, really well. And over there is burning all up. In the back, it's really green because it's low. And this ditch right here is as low as I can get because this is all muddy or wet, and I'll get stuck. And you can see where I was digging down in the mud there. And the star spot right there starts getting really, really wet. But the top part is drying out and burning. The reason why I was showing this yard, yeah, I got worm out of this on the end there, is this is one of the yards that we will not be cutting next year. It's a nice yard, and it don't take much to cut it. You know, two of us go on. Vicky cuts in the back, I cut in the front, because the front's got to be bagged all the time because it just leaves clippings everywhere. And right now we're on every 2 weeks, just because it's not growing so much, and you see how fast it's burning up there or drying out. But it's another one that's too far from our house. And there's 3 other ones before this that's going to be eliminated for next year too. They're just, because if we have to drive a half hour to one of these yards, it's too far. Because we're trying to keep everything within 5 minutes or 10 minutes from our house, and that's going to happen by next year. So every year you're supposed to get rid of your bottom 10% lawns. Well, even though this is a good paying job, it's going to be we consider this a bottom 10% because it becomes a hassle when you're dealing with a lot of rain. Or as in right now, a lot of drought. You drive all the way out here, the grass doesn't need to be cut.
And it's in every other week or so. It doesn't really pay in the summer. Exactly.
And in the springtime it is every week, but like Vicky said, right now it's every other week. So we're gonna go home and eat some lunch now. I'll let her let our dogs in the house so they can take a nap, and I'm gonna go see if I can't find go online and see if I can find a coil for that lawnmower. I'm not dealing with the dealership no more. I don't give a rip of if it's on a warranty or not, because this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell them what's wrong. They're gonna say, well, leave it here so we can take a look at it. It'll sit there a week before they look at it, and I don't have time for it to sit there more than a day. So I'm not going to deal with that dealership. I'm not dealing with any dealership anymore. I'm buying used lawnmowers from here on out, and I'm buying all my all my parts online because I'm done dealing with it. I'm still fuming about last week yet. So, and again, 1-year-old machine, and I'm putting a coil into it. So it's just ridiculous. But anyhow, we're gonna head off to lunch. Well, we pulled through all our yards today, and we haven't skipped too many of them, actually. I was kind of surprised. But we only have one left, and I can't do that for another half an hour, so I'm just going to take and drop Vicky off and continue on to that one, because it don't take very much. That one's only another 15-minute yard, I think it is, somewhere around there. So, yeah, I guess that's it for this one. I don't know. So, yep, forgot what I was going to say again. So I guess I'll get with you as soon as we're done with that yard. I also almost forgot to mention that when we were on lunch, I ordered a new coil for that lawnmower. And it will be in my house, or at my house, in 2 days. Versus taking it to the dealership, dropping it off, have them diagnose it whenever they got to it, and let's say they got to it early tomorrow, or maybe the next day. So that's 2 days already. Then more than likely they will have to order the part, because they hardly ever have them parts in that I need. And that would be another 4 to 5 days for them to get that part in. And it'd be another day or two before they were able to get back to that lawnmower and fix it. So you're at least a week. And me going back and forth to that dealership twice. And calling them. Because I ordered that voltage regulator, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days ago. And they were supposed to call me when it came in. I still have not gotten a phone call. I don't need a part anymore, but that's the principle of that's the whole thing is what I'm talking about, is I would still buy it because I need it for the future. You know, I've got a 10-year-old part on there and a 1-year-old lawnmower, and I have not heard from my dealership, and it's been 5 days, like I said. So that's my biggest problem with the dealerships around here, is I never get any phone calls, and I'm doing all the calling, I'm doing all the diagnosing. They just change parts. Well, I might as well change parts, and you know, they're getting paid to do what I can be doing, so that's the way I do it. So, and that's all I got to say about that part. That's why I'm just tired of dealerships. Okay, just finished the last yard, and ended up being a really nice day. 71 degrees right now. I don't know, it was probably about all it was all day. It's great for working in, and we only had to skip over 1 yard all day long, so that was a really good thing. Tomorrow we're gonna have a few yards we're probably gonna skip over, but I don't think it'll be too bad again tomorrow. And in the morning, actually tomorrow's video is probably won't have much of me in it. We have some major work going on in our yard tomorrow, and I already got permission from the person to record it, so that's what I'm going to do. So I think it's going to be something a little different from what we normally do, but it's still pertains to yard work. So thought I'd make a video of what's going to happen in the morning. So I guess that's going to be it for the day. I thank you for watching and subscribing. You can check out the links in the description box below. It'd be greatly appreciated. Everybody have a good evening, and we will see you at the next yard.